95. You got to the final of the county fours where you unfortunately lost to Tony Waller.
Yeah.
I would have assumed that he was quite young then.
Yeah, tall, lanky blokes. Yeah, yeah. Good bowler, though. Good bowler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
that
remember. I mean, I got to the final in 1993 with Jim Hare and Simon G and Andy Hare. That's it. And I think we won one game and then got beaten the others. That was 2 years earlier. And then in between that time, I've left Simon and Jim Hare and formed my own four in
yeah,
1995.
yeah,
And that was Tony Barker, Dickie Clark, ex-president, Larry Mulligan, and myself. And I can remember the very, very first game of the competition, sitting around the table, working out which way round we were going to play it.
right.
Because three of us, basically, skipped a lot of times.
Okay.
But we had one designated lead, which was Tony Barker, excuse me. And Dickie Clark said, well, I'll play two and I can look after Barker, being
Right.
two Irishmen. And they said, all right. And Larry said, that's it then, Steve. You skip and I'll play three. So out we went. And we played Gary Little in the first game from Shepherd's Bush Cricket, who we admired so much. You know, they were like the kingpins of Middlesex at the time, Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah.
And anyway, we were 5 up playing the last end, and Gary wouldn't. He no-ended it 3 times, but eventually we got through that game. And the only reason I remember it is the fact that he no-ended it 3 times.
Right.
Does he just ever give up? And eventually we got through. And then, of course, the final, turns out, is at Parsons Green. We're playing on rink 2, which was our rink of choice in both directions on any day of the week, on any colour. And we get on that. But our greenkeeper, and he's done it every year, when there was a final or something like that on, he would shave the green.
Oh,
And it would become totally alien to us.
right.
Shepherd's Bush used to do it. The first week of the year, it was bare. Their green used to be bare. You couldn't stop the bloody bowls on it. Of course, they explained that they've just come from indoors to outdoors,
Yeah.
and they won it fast. They were very good bowlers, and they were very difficult to beat on their patch. Anyway, our green that day was alien to us, and we never found it. And fair play to them, they beat us. And of course, being at our own club with all the support we built a great big stand, because the club next to us, Hurlingham Park, the club Hurlingham, the posh one, they had these stands, and our greenkeeper used to work there and at our place. So we built a big stand. So there was a stand like they get at Worthing, but not as big,
Yeah.
where people could sit and watch the game. So it was quite a do at Parsons Green when we had finals there. But this wasn't our year. But fortunately, we qualified for Worthing. And I remember our first game was on the Sunday. It was a first round game.
Okay.
It wasn't a prelim. And we won that. So the Monday morning, we had a free morning. So we we were nice and relaxed. We went down. We watched our opponents, who our opponents were going to be in the next game, and went to the pub, had a pint, and then
Yeah.
got changed, and on the green. We won that afternoon. And I know I think it was a quarter final. We were playing this team, and we'd beat them. We might have been a bit fortunate. I can't remember the game, but when we got in the changing room, it kicked off a little bit with oh, you were this, you were that, and I thought, was like, why? You know, it doesn't matter, does it? You know, it's history now.
Yeah.
And anyway, we got that, and then I remember the semi-final in the morning, and we had a good lead. It went, and I know that we was in trouble with my last wood, and I had to play with a bit of weight into the head. Anyway, I made the perfect connection with the jack. It went to the side of the rink, and I can remember their players ushering it off the side of the rink at no end. But it wouldn't go, and we managed to win that one. And in the final, of course, we played against Sussex, and we was unlucky. We were the better four, I promise you.
Yeah.
But there was 2 woods I can remember. One was bowled by Lee Prince. He bowled a weighted wood. It was offline. It got a wicket, came in and got shot, and we was holding a good 3 at the time, and we lost by 1 in the end. The other
Yes.
wood I can remember was my very last was I had a yard to draw second. We was holding 1, and I drew third. So we only held the 1, so we lost by 1.
Yeah.
Lee Prince still had a wood to come, so he could have done it himself anyway. Yeah.